chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. From the end zone, here comes Williams.
Here we go. 11.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Buying time to his left. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rush was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit. But it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Now Watson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
He'll take it inside the 25.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Burrow. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Well. Hey, we got to go score.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Bengals at 5-7 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now Burrow. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter.
I got a bowl pack for you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson now to throw.
Oh, fuck me. A little bit more time.
This will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact.
Touchdown! Michael Pittman, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because
there he goes left side. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Forced out to his touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd from 6 yards away. And the Bengals are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
He's fucking moving my fucking shit around, dog. Pissing me the fuck off, yo.
The Browns drive about to get started. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson.
Fucking shit. Fuck off.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much.
Why the fuck you follow him?
Touchdown,
Cincinnati.
Jamar Chase from 19 yards away. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson.
Sitting there, had fucking multiple people to fucking defend, and he chooses to not defend nobody. Fucking terrible ass fucking.
14 now as he sends this one away.
Let me sit in the area where there's nobody. Fucking stupid ass.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. Watson's throw taken in by Grant. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Sleep and wake up and have fucking dinner right there and still be fucking pissed off.
Here's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fuck off, bro.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
11. Gotta go.
Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
These are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
York now for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, One guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. The offenses have success. You could say they run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the end zone, here comes Williams.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dumps it off to Mixon. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. 11.
They go play action with Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. After the interception, here's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, it's Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this 1st half. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
11.
And Burrow going to throw again. And he'll go right back to chase. That's caught again. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you can almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job, Stan.
Touchdown! Tyler Boyd on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
He's got a man, complete. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Finding space at the 40. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Well, not many teams use the fullback in the passing game. Heck, not many teams use a fullback anymore in the NFL. And even with those that do, you don't typically see a lot of big plays when the ball is thrown to it. In this case, it exceeded expectations.
Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
From the 50, it's Watson. And he'll find Pittman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Watson on first down. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Burrow from his own end zone. He gets this one to Boyd. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
Yeah, I'm breaking fucking tackles. 2 guys tackle you. I'm going to break tackles, all right.
Flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT. Hey.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these 2 teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Watson off play action. The Bengal pressure gets him.
Fucking play action. Fucking dummy.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Watson. And he'll be hit.
Can I get some fucking protection?
Complete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the red zone now, Watson drops it off for Chubb. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now.
You're getting so fucking lucky, bro. They are blessing you the fuck out of this game, bro. Fucking blessing you.
Pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that
Look
they're
at
not going to
this
be
shit.
shy about throwing that football.
Fucking lucky
And as
ass
they
shit.
come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL
fucking
on
points.
EA Sports.
Fucking quarter.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Burrow will throw.
That's that fucking ball, bro.
There, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Gun.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. There he goes, right side. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Yeah, the tackling in this game is fucking terrible. He should have never broke that tackle.
And a nice return sets him up.
But that dude runs 95 speed, yo.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe...
Look at this shit, dog. Nobody even fucking blocks, dog. Fucking stupid.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Escaping the pressure right.
Nice fucking blocking, guys. Nice blocking.
Surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18.
Hey, he's 6'5".
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Watson looks to throw again. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. 23 yards, the final tally.
Here we go. 11 Thomas.
Burrow looking to pass. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete.
Here we go, here we go.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Again, it's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Quick throw completed by Watson. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On second and goal, Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Oh, this is blocked. Look at the big man rumble. The 40, the 30, 10. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often. Maybe a couple times a year, the blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, he's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those type.
Touchdown! Jamar Chase, 43 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit.
Here we go.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. Oh, and the Bengals look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. On first down, Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Watson. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Browns. Michael Pittman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by York is...
They keep changing everything. You don't know how to fucking... Everything's always different. Zones.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
1-1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. It's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
In motion is Grant. On 4th down, Watson. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. It's caught at the 10. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Touchdown! David Njoku, 23 yards for the touchdown, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get 1 more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited.
Trying to get that MVP with Watson. Trying to get MVP with Watson, baby.
Is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish.
What, you had 2 breakouts this game?
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one
Damn,
away.
what the fuck?
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And
Well, you did put up 52 fucking points, so.
25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but this. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.